I just uploaded the last video, and when I went through the video, I found out that I didn't really like the audio quality on that video, and it shouldn't be the mic's fault because the mic should be a good mic, good quality one. So I think it's more on the way that I edited that particular video. And yeah, which is probably true because I don't follow a strict rule while I'm editing these videos. Like, the configurations and the settings that I use aren't even the same for every single time, and sometimes I even use different softwares, and it's not consistent at all. But that's fine. I'll just keep uploading until I find the settings and the configurations that give the best audio quality, or something that like I'll be satisfied with, and then I can finally settle on that one setting and configuration, which is the point of this video, just as a test. Because like, when you make a video, you have that MP4 file, right? Or whatever file format you're going to use. But then when you open that file and play it like right here on your device or whatever, that's going to be different from when you actually upload it to YouTube. So you have the actual file and you play it, and it sounds and works this way. But then you upload it to YouTube and then you play it over there, and then it'll have slight differences, or at least that's what I have noticed. I don't know if it's true for all the cases, or yeah, I haven't asked anyone else about this yet, so, but yeah, that's why I have to keep uploading videos and trying out different settings and configurations until I find the best one, or the most appropriate one, really. And so I thought it would be a great idea to share something that happened earlier today, on this exact day. Yes. So I was at a mall, sitting alone. And just out of nowhere, I was scrolling through my phone, Reddit, I think, if I remember. And these two people, they approached me and they sit like right next to me. And they just said out of nowhere, would you like to help rebuild a village for these children? And I was like pretty shocked because I wasn't expecting to be interrupted, and I just replied through reflex, help, how can I help? And they said, we have this book, or not really a book, I don't know what you call it, like a promotional book that's filled with vouchers and coupons and whatnot. And they're like, you buy this thing and we'll give the money that you give us to whatever charity foundation that we're working for. And actually, this kind of thing is pretty common in my area, in a place. People usually approach students for that kind of stuff, and I've heard of cases like these happening, but it's actually the first time that this has happened to me. And the book cost roughly about $12 US, and that's expensive for me, and I wasn't willing to spend that kind of money. And I was also pretty sure that this was a scam. I'm sure there are some efforts which are actually real, but I'm pretty sure this was a scam, and it was because of this one fact. Like, they were talking and explaining about their stuff, right? Like earlier I said that they started with would you like to help rebuild a village for these children? And then at one point, while they're explaining to me, like somewhere near the end, they were like, so yeah, would you like to help us help children? Wait, oh god. So at some point in the end, they were like, would you like to help children who are fighting and battling against cancer? And I'm like, wait, weren't you talking about rebuilding a village earlier before? But no, I actually didn't say that. I just kept quiet because I didn't want to say anything. Yeah. And maybe they their charity organization, whatever, had charity efforts on both those issues, the village and the cancer. But or maybe it's just plain inconsistency in their story, which makes it obvious as a scam, and I was pretty sure of the latter. And the wise thing to do there is to find some way to exit the conversation. But I didn't do that because that would require some high-level social skills, which I do not have. Or actually, I'm just over-exaggerating. I'm pretty sure any normal person could avoid that situation, even if it's through abrupt and impolite ways, like just, I'm sorry I have to go, bye. And if they're trying to scam you in the first place, then it's alright, they don't deserve politeness, and you can just run away from them and not even say a word. But I'm not that kind of person. I can't act impolite in front of people, even if they harbor evil intention, like stealing my money. And so, the best thing I thought about is I give them a small amount of money, not the $12 that they're asking for. So I settled for what translates to about $4, and I gave it to them, and they're like, the book costs $12. And I said, no, well, here's $4. I don't want to spend $12. But then it turned into like a haggling situation. They're like, the book costs $12. And I was like, then take this money and don't give me the book. And they were like, okay, yeah. And they took the money and then they left. Yes, that was not the smartest thing to do. $4 could have bought me, I don't know, a coffee? Yeah, so I just lost that money. Yeah, maybe at the start, like even before they start to initiate a conversation with you, the smartest thing to do would probably be to say that the charity organization has asked you like a few weeks earlier, so you can't donate to the same place again. And I talked about it with different people, and that was the way that they avoided this kind of interaction. But I didn't have that chance because I was pretty surprised, and when they said, would you like to help, I just replied through reflex, oh, help? How can I help? And once I said that, there was no turning back because I couldn't just get up and leave. Like, I swear probably, like, if someone were to, like, I don't know if this is a bad thing to say, if someone were to go ahead and kill someone that I care and love about, and I would have to meet that person somewhere, let's just say in court, I honestly think that I would still act polite around that person. I will still smile at him, probably. Just, I mean, I will hate that person, of course, definitely, if they've done something that evil towards me, and I will hate them for it for the rest of my life. But just through the fear of acting like an asshole in front of everyone else in front of the court. Like, I don't want to look like an asshole in front of people, and I get afraid to be seen as one. And so, even if that person were to rob me, or if that person were to kill someone I loved and care for, I would still act polite around them, at least when there's people around, when there's other people around. And that's a bad thing, I think, because that kind of fear doesn't allow me to express my hate for someone in, okay, like any normal person would not they would not act polite if someone did something bad to them. But then, because I'm like this, I think that I would still be polite to them. And it's funny to think about. And it's bad. Probably should fix that. Maybe just, I don't know, be less polite for a start. But yeah, that's it. I don't want to make this video too long. It's been almost 13 minutes already, so I'm gonna stop now. The whole point anyway was to test the audio quality, so a short story would work. So again, anytime you're in this sort of situation, just leave. It's fine. Hopefully I'll be able to learn to do that too. Just tell yourself that they don't deserve politeness, and you can just get out, just run away from there in the most impolite manner as you can, and it would be fine. Precisely because they're bad people, I think. And it's $4 anyway, it's fine. Okay, bye.